Hi everyone, so today I'm going to go over my empties for the month of October. Like always, I'm going to have them in categories in case you're only interested in certain items. I think the first one will be skincare. So let me go on to the small items that I finished up. I think I only finished up 2 full-size items. But as far as samples goes, the first one we have is one that you've seen before if you've seen any of my other empties. This is the Klairs All Day Airy Sunscreen SPF 50 plus PA4 pluses. I really like the sunscreen. It leans a little bit more dewy. And I do have 2 full-size ones of these. This isn't sold in the US because the UV filters aren't approved, but I do get this on wishtrend.com because they have the brand Klairs. And I tend to buy maybe like 6, and my sister and I divide the total ones that we get. She gets like half of them, and then I get the other half. So definitely would repurchase this. I think I might just get one more during this Black Friday sale. But okay, I have a bunch of little toners. I think most of these were expired. The first one is a free one that I got along with my Wish Trend order, I guess, for Black Friday last year or the year prior. So we have the I'm From Fig Essence or Fig Boosting Essence. So for this one, I didn't really like it. So this is supposedly to help exfoliate and stuff, but I did hear some information that it could cause your skin to be a little sensitive, so I only used it at night. I didn't really like the texture or anything. It was on the thicker side, but I didn't feel like it really hydrated my skin. So I would not purchase that one, a full size, but I would use it if I get another sample. Okay, on to a toner, I believe. Yeah. So this one, I got it in a, what was it, in like a trial size pack, I think at TJ Maxx. I got it for $7. Ugh, my sister got it for $3, maybe a week after. But this one was the last one that I needed to finish. This is an exfoliating, so it's AHA, BHA, vitamin C daily toner. I really like this. It was really lightweight and stuff. It took me a while to finish it though because I used it only after the shower. So would I purchase this like a full size? Probably not because I have other exfoliating toners that I prefer and they're a bit stronger. This one, I believe it's made with fruit acids, so it's a lot gentler. So maybe if you have sensitive skin, but I personally wouldn't purchase a full size of this. Okay, next one we have, I think this came in like a sample pack as well when I placed that Wish Trend order. So my sister had this one, but then I think she gave it to me. I'm not sure exactly why, but this is the Klairs Gentle Black Fresh Cleansing Oil. So this is essentially a, yeah, like a cleansing oil to use as your first step. I tend to enjoy both cleansing oils and cleansing balms, depending on how much sunscreen buildup or clogged pores I have. This one was just okay. It's a little bit expensive for what it is. I tend to use, and my sister really likes, what is it? I don't know if the brand is Haralabo, so it's a Japanese brand. I think it's called the Gokuchun cleansing oil, but I could be saying that incorrectly. Yeah, so I much prefer the other one to this Claire's one, so I'm not going to purchase this in a full size. I believe I had tried a full size like many years ago, and it's really expensive for like what you get. And the one that I do like more, the Hatalabo one, you get a refillable pack, so that's really cool. Okay, and then my sister, she ended up gifting me these Dr. Dennis Gross. What is this? Like a alpha beta extra strength daily peel. I definitely did not use this every day. So what it was 2 wet, I guess, cloths or some type of like toner pad thing. And then the first step you would use to exfoliate and smooth. So that had the like the active ingredients, so like the acids, and then the second step was like a neutralizer. So you had to leave this on for, I believe, 2 minutes. And I don't know if this was expired or not, but I feel like it didn't really do much for my skin. And I do think this is expensive, so I would not purchase this again. And I didn't because my sister gifted it to me, but I wouldn't go out of my way and use it. Okay, and like always, I have sheet masks to show you. I used, I think, like one of each this month. So the first one we have is my I'm Pomegranate. We have Elasticity. This is the one that's the least favorite out of the bunch. Then we have the 20 Moly I'm Red Wine, supposedly for pore care. I honestly don't really find a difference, but I do have to say that I think the 2 ones that I enjoy the most are I'm Pearl and I'm Seaweed. So I used I used one I'm Seaweed. That one's for skin purifying. And then I used two I'm Pearl, and that is illuminating. Did my face look brighter? Probably not. This is just really cool, and I still use it to prevent my skin from getting very, like, I guess, tight and just dehydrated, because that does tend to happen to me as soon as I get out of the shower. And I'm not about to like do my skincare when I'm still in the shower. But okay, next product we have, I honestly forgot about this until my sister told me. This is the Innisfree Soybean Energy Essence. So my sister was into finding products many years ago with soybean ingredient, I guess. I opened this January 11th, 2022, so this was like well expired. Even at the bottom, it said it didn't expire until April 1st, 2023. This was like well past its expiration date, because I think the best after use or after opening says 12 months. So yeah, that came and went. I didn't like it because this is pretty thick. It's thick and yet it does nothing for my skin. So what I did is that after the shower, I kind of use this in place of a body serum, kind of like a Nivea in oil conditioner or like a body conditioner. So I would put this on after I was done scrubbing, and then kind of like let it sit there for a little bit and then rinse it off. So there's that one. Wouldn't recommend that. Okay, next product we have is my prescription-based tretinoin. I finished this up. I think this is the last one that my sister and I used together. The reason why now we have our own tretinoin creams is because one, I have a lot that are expiring soon. Two is that she likes to do this weird thing where she pushes in the sides, and I like to not do that. So this is the last one we shared. We kind of like bickered back and forth of what was the best way how to get the most out of this tretinoin cream. It is 0.025. So yeah, that does what what it's supposed to. I feel like it's great for even when I have some little acne on my forehead or my cheeks and stuff. I feel like it clears it up right away. And I built a tolerance so I could use it every day, but I don't like using it every day. I use it every other day. So there's that. Another product, which I have one more of these, I hate it for its intended purpose, which is kind of like an acne, it says zit zapping dots. I got this at Walmart. It was on sale for $1. So I thought I was really gonna like it, but it's so weird because these you use them by wetting your skin first and then putting on this, I guess, colorful, it's not even a hydrocolloid patch. It's just supposed to somehow help your pimple, whatever. So the reason why I like this now is that during the summer, I noticed that there was a bunch of like mosquitoes. So I got a bunch of like mosquito bites. And initially, I was just putting on cream. However, that would, when you put on cream, your skin absorbs it and then you get itchy again. And I don't like putting on like anti itch cream, or like when you get poison ivy and you have that pink lotion, that the name is escaping me. But anyways, I put this on my mosquito bites and I feel like it really helped protect the area, and I also feel like it helped me from developing dark patches on my skin because of it, because typically after a mosquito bite, my skin color gets like really messed up. So I look very like patchy and it just doesn't look pretty. And for $1, I think that's great. So hopefully I don't get any more bites, but if I do, I will use those. Okay, I think that is it for my skincare. Moving on to body care. Actually, body care and hair care, but let's go on to body care. Okay, so the first product that I used, well, it's technically a deodorant. We have my favorite deodorant of all time. This is from a small business, Little Seed Farm. So I believe it is November, sometime during Black Friday, and I think they also have deals during Earth Day. This is their deodorant creams. So it does come with like a wooden spatula, because I don't know if you can hear it. This is totally recyclable. Lid's aluminum, and then this is plastic. No way. This is glass. So this was their holiday scent. I don't know why I bought this, because I don't like mint. I don't like peppermint. Yeah, that cool like winter fresh. I don't really like that either. So their holiday scent, you can see right there. That's the name. It's, I believe, chocolate and peppermint. I do recommend it if you like a light minty type of scent. So it's not like a menthol or tea tree or anything like that. I just don't like really mint products. So while I wouldn't purchase this particular scent, I would repurchase the product, and I did already. Yeah, so the only con about this is that it's a little bit not like user friendly if you like a stick. I personally like it. The only thing is that since it's a natural product, when it gets colder, and it does, it's a little hard to rub in. So I just like get a little bit, pretend this is my underarm, ooh, my veins, and then I just rub it in. I don't even use the applicator, but you can always just wash your hands afterward. Totally like this. Let's see what's the best after opening 12 months. So it's pretty good. And there it is. They are made in, I believe, Tennessee. So this one is made without parabens, preservatives, or animal testing. So they also have other products. I just tend to use their deodorant creams. And the reason why I like the Little Seed Farm is because their deodorants do not have any baking soda. Native, I hate. I just hate Native because I know my sister, she tried that when she was on her like low waist, zero waist era, I guess. And she tried Native and she got like a big cystic, like red patch, I guess, underneath her arm. And then she told me later on that a lot of people can be very sensitive to baking soda. So this one does not have any baking soda. So I've been aluminum free for about 4 or 5 years. She has maybe like 3 months on me. And I just always repurchase this. And if it works, don't what's the expression? If it's not broke, don't fix it. So I'm going to continue to purchase that. Oh, this was an item that it's skincare, but I used it underneath my arms. So these are oil absorbing sheets. So sometimes with my deodorant, I like to reapply, or if I'm sweating, I like blot my armpits and then I put another layer. So the thing with natural deodorants that don't have aluminum is that it's not going to clog your pores. I'm still talking about this deodorant, but the main reason why I like it is because for me, I don't really care that it's natural or anything like that, but I do notice that deodorants with aluminum stain my underarms. And I got laser hair removal, and it's like I'm even toned down there, so I'm not about to have a dark patch underneath my arm. And that's to say that with aluminum free deodorant, you still sweat, but you don't smell as much. So these I just use to blot either my nose, what is it, like my hairline, but mainly my underarms. So these are good. I have a bunch of these when I thought I was like super oily back in the mid 2000s. Okay, for the next body care product, we have this Trader Joe's Brazil Nut Body Scrub. I love this. I don't think it's going to come back anymore this year. And I believe that this costs $5.99. It was the predominantly sand scrub. It did have a little bit of sugar in there, but I think it was a pretty good consistency. I have a full dedicated review, so I'll try not to go too into detail, but I really like the scent. It did leave a slight oily residue, so I liked using it with the matching body butter. The only con is that I think in order to use the body butter, I would have needed to buy maybe like three of these because I'm very heavy handed with my scrubs. Oh, and all these products are all cleaned out. So there's that. I would recommend this one again. Let's see. Then we have a Tree Hut scrub that my sister used. I also used it a few times, but she was the one who mainly finished it. This is the pineapple shea sugar scrub. This is like super straight to the point. It's just a sweet pineapple. There we go. Let's see. I haven't smelled this in a while because now it's fall. Yeah, it's just a like a little bit sweetened, but still acidic pineapple. Love it. I would repurchase that one, or if my sister repurchase it, I will definitely take some from her. Okay, this isn't really body care, it's hair care, but I'm just going to include it in the body care section. Next, we have this Aussie 3 minute Miracle Moist. What is that? Deep conditioning, I guess kind of like a hair mask or a deep conditioner. So this one, it works by you squeeze it and then it comes out right there. So I've already opened it and cleaned it out underneath the water in the shower. Ooh, or maybe I didn't. I probably need to clean this out again. So yeah, I need to clean this out again. This is thick enough for my hair. I've used this since I was in maybe like middle school, so it works for me. I don't think it's the best for your hair, but I do notice that I have another hair conditioner or a hair mask that I love much more than this one. So I have one more because I bought this at Walmart in a 2-pack. So I don't think I'd repurchase this Aussie one, but I do have another one that I need to go through. But okay. And then the item that I got, it was actually a free sample from Pinch Me, which is like a free sample box. And they included this one. And my sister said that she also had this, but in a trial or like a, yeah, not a trial, but like a travel size format. And I really loved it because my hair, it's not curly, it's not straight. It's like this weird in between, like what is it, like wavy yet super frizzy. But this mask tones down the frizziness, and this is the Moroccan oil. What does that say? Hydration Intense Hydrating Mask. So this one is pretty fragrant, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, the Aussie one is also fragrant. It smells a little bit too much like coconut to me, but it's been in my life since like I was 13, so I don't mind the smell as much. Yeah, the only thing is that the Moroccan oil is a little bit too fragrant. I personally love hair care products that I can really smell it, but if you're sensitive to smells, then maybe this wouldn't be for you. Yeah, I'm really contemplating getting it. I don't know if during the Sephora VIP sale or if I want to like try to see if I can find it at Target. Sorry, not Target, TJ Maxx or Marshalls. But yeah, I really love it. It's strong, it has a good fragrance. The only con is that it's expensive, but I will repurchase it. That might be the conditioner that I end up getting again and again. Okay, now we have my home fragrance, and I have a bunch of items, specifically candles, because I really need to dwindle down on my collection. Let's see, let's go. Yeah, I know which ones I want to go through first. Let's go through my Kringle candle because I just don't think that 100% soy wax is for me. Out of all the candles that I purchased, so I purchased maybe about 5 Kringle and one country candle, which is, I guess, like underneath the Kringle brand. I think I only liked one of them, and by like, I mean I tolerated it. Okay, let's go on to the first one. I believe this is a discontinued scent. This one is Blackberry Buttercream. Don't let any of the purple hues in this label fool you. I did a whole review, like my Kringle brand overall thoughts and opinions, so I'll try not to rant too much because I feel so strongly about this. I'll try to like make this a brief summary. So the scent, I didn't like it because the name says blackberry in it, and I hardly got any fruit note, blackberry, no strawberry, no anything like that. Another thing, the notes aren't listed at the bottom, and I think it's not really consistent notes being listed in Kringle candles. I know sometimes the 3 wicks are pretty good at having them, but it just kind of irks me when candle brands don't have label or don't have scent notes listed anywhere. But besides that, this burned pretty cleanly, which I mean, the strength and throw, it's so weird because I don't know if it's just 100% soy, but sometimes I feel like my strength and throw really varied from one burn to the next. So at the lowest, it was maybe about a 2, and at the strongest, it was maybe about a 5 or a 6, but it wasn't consistent at all. So sometimes I got like a higher end score and I only burned it for 2 hours. And sometimes I got a lower end score and I burned it for like 4. So I honestly, each time I lit it, it was like a gamble of what I was going to get. I think if this was renamed like a not so spicy carrot cake, I'd believe it. I think this could even pass for, let me smell it again. Creamy, I don't know, like a creamy cake or something like that with like, so it's mainly that buttercream note with only a hint of spice. I like it that the spice notes aren't super present, but I mean, I didn't really want a diet spicy cake, if you know what I'm saying. So yeah, the strength and throw wasn't great on this. I would not repurchase this. I think this is a discontinued scent. So if you didn't get the scent, you're not missing out. So there's that. I'm not sure where the lid went. Yeah, I would rather have a candle that throws and soots than a candle that is very like mediocre and burns cleanly. At that point, I might as well get an unscented candle. Okay, next one we have is, I think this is the candle that I liked the most out of all the purchases, or out of the scents that I got. I have the lid for this, which I noticed that with Kringle candles, the more I open and close it, the easier it is to, I guess, close it and open it again. And I think it's because I mentioned this in the video, but this rim right here isn't silicone. It's not really like foldable at all. It's this hard plastic, but a lot of people rave about the suction seal, but I honestly couldn't really care less. Oh, before I forget, if you look at the sides, there is a lot of like wax clinging on. Let me see. I feel like some people do this. Yeah, it's just oils and wax, but it's not really sooting at all. Another thing, I personally trimmed or like trimming the wicks on these Kringle candles. I feel like it's not self-trimming. I got very confused with the bottom instructions that says to trim your wicks. So once I noticed some wax discoloration on the candles that I didn't trim the wicks, I continued trimming the wicks because I just wasn't going to have low throw and sooting and wax discoloration. But okay, the one that I liked the most was this saltwater taffy. The label is pretty cute. It does look very dark when lit up, so this doesn't really illuminate like how some other brands like Homeworks, Bath and Body Works. It just looks super dark. And if I wanted more light, I would flip it over, and then the light would show the light would be present on this side. Is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, there are the wicks. It burned all the way down to the bottom. This was a very nice light strawberry scent. I'm not sure what taffy is supposed to smell like, but one thing also about these Kringle candles is that I think I'm smelling the soy wax and it's really interfering with the scent. At least that's what I think is the slightly off thing that I get in each candle. Unless it's formulated like this and it's supposed to smell like that, then that's a separate issue. But yeah, there's saltwater taffy. I also wouldn't repurchase that one, maybe like in the smaller size 2 wick Kringle jar, but I've had better and I've had worse, so no. Okay, I think this is the last Kringle candle, which is actually a country candle. This one is in the 100% soy wax formula. I made sure that I ordered all of these. This one used to be in their, what is it? Their blend wax. And I don't know how this is a fan favorite because I just, this candle annoyed me so bad. Let me show it to you. This is the Country Candle Coffee Shop. I love coffee scents. I love anything chocolate, mocha. This was just such a disappointment. I'm like thinking back to when I burned this, and this was just taking up space. To be quite honest, a lot of these Kringle candles were taking up space. But anyways, let me show you how it burned. There it is right there. So glad this was over. If I'm being also quite transparent here, I could burn this with anything. I burned this at one point in conjunction with the saltwater taffy, and you know what I smelled? Saltwater taffy. You know what it didn't smell? Anything coffee like. Yeah, so there was that. Blackberry buttercream, burned it with that. I think I burned it with a few Bath and Body. Heck, I even think I burned it with a pineapple candle. And I was just not getting anything. And it just like annoyed me so bad because it just was kind of taking up room in my collection and it wasn't really giving me anything. Oh, this one I did notice that the wick, that I did get some slight sooting. It wasn't like super bad where it was like a little smoke signal coming out of this candle, but it was noticeable. I think that was also because the wicks, well, you can't really see them, but let's say that the wicks are right there. They were kind of going one way and then the other way. So that probably contributed to that. But as far as it being a clean burn, sort of, I guess, also wouldn't repurchase that. So glad that I only have like, how many Kringle candles left? Two, and then I'm gonna have to really think about ordering Kringle candles. Definitely not those jumbo sized ones. Moving on to Homeworks. That's another one that I'm kind of like, it's very hit or miss as well, but I think I enjoy the scents a lot more than Kringle. That I'm willing to put up with some like poor performance. But okay, next we have pineapple mousse. Unfortunately, this one wasn't a really good thrower and strength. So in my medium sized room, it was like kind of there, kind of not. My sweet spot of how I want my candles strength wise would probably be, what is it, like an 8 out of 10, which equals a B in my opinion. I think there's some candle opinions where some people are like, oh, I want like a 5 out of 10 for my candles, but I personally, at that point, I might as well burn nothing. But it's all depending on several factors. So even though it doesn't work for me, it could well work for you. There could be someone in your family that has asthma. There could be someone that doesn't want a super in your face scent that you smell it all the time. I personally do. So take my opinion with a grain of salt. Just because I have a certain preference with my candles, that doesn't mean it has to be your preference. But yeah, for this one, there was a slight wax discoloration. I think this was the one that took a while to fully pull out in the midway mark. But yeah, I burned this in conjunction with a Bath and Body Works. What is that? Pineapple. It was a bakery gourmand pineapple. That one was also a little bit like, ooh, I think I have it right here. Toasted pineapple marshmallow that I haven't finished. So I burned it with this one. I burned it with a Milk House pineapple, and that one blew this one out the water. The only thing is that this one is creamier. So for this one, I got this at, was it TJ Maxx or Marshalls? Probably Marshalls for $13. This one, the scent notes are juicy pineapple chunks, pineapple juice, whipped cream, sugarcane, brown sugar, vanilla cream. I remember not really smelling a lot of brown sugar. This one was poured February 9th, 2023. And this one I would not repurchase. Okay, moving on to the next one. I now see this particular scent in some Ross stores that I've been to. So if this interests you, you can go ahead and buy it for not retail price for sure. I think none of these candles are worth retail price. Always buy something on sale. But this is salted caramel cake. This one was going for $13, but I ended up returning one. And then this one is $10, the one that I ended up keeping. So that's another thing. Burn the cheaper one first and then make up your mind. So this one, another 2023 pour January 7th. Scent notes are salted caramel, black walnut, caramel swirl, vanilla bean. So for this one, a bunch of moths ended up being attracted to this candle. So that's why it looks a little wonky towards the end. I also think that even though it looks kind of messed up, it burned pretty okay. The only problem is that the wax got pretty discolored. As far as the first like 60%, I didn't really have that much of an issue, but there were some, or there was a point maybe in the midway mark that the scent changed to more of like when a candle is starting to get that toasty burnt smell. I didn't really like it as much, but it kind of goes along with the candle because it's like a cake, like a caramel cake. So it makes you think of like, oh, a caramel cake is being cooked for slightly too long. So it works. Would I repurchase that one? Probably not, because it seems like a one and done type of scent. Oh, and I think all of these I have a dedicated review if you're interested, but I'm pretty much saying everything I want to say right now. Next one, I have a orange creams, and sorry, I also hate it when I say that. An orange creamsicle candle. This one, there's no label because I purchased this one at QVC in a 2-pack. So this one is, or has a much later pour date of December 11th, 2021. Scent notes are sweet orange, vanilla cream, mandarin, fruit nectar. This one, if I remember correctly, I think I had some wicks drifting. I don't think I had that issue too much with salted caramel cake. Maybe on or to a lesser extent the pineapple mousse. This one I really liked. I ended up repurchasing it. So out of all of the Homeworks ones, I would repurchase this orange creamsicle. Very bubbly, citrusy. I think I even bought one to maybe gift to my friend. I don't know how she feels about 4-wick candles though. Okay, next one we have a Big Lots candle that I got on sale once upon a time, maybe like over a year ago for $4.99. This is from the brand Real Living, which is I think exclusive to Big Lots. The scent is seriously yummy, and this was a tri-colored one. So right here it was like green, I want to say orange, and then pink. So it did smell slightly different. The reason why I warmed it is because it performed so poorly. It was like no throw, what do you call it, being lit up. So after like the first burn or two, I gave up and I'm like, you know what? Let me go ahead and just put this under the warmer. And it lasted forever and a day under the warmer. The first layer was maybe slightly a little bit more fruity. Second layer was, I want to say, slightly more citrusy. And then the bottom layer, let me see, is maybe slightly more lactonic. It all kind of like melted together. So once I warmed it, I didn't burn it or light it anymore. This is all unscented wax. Would I repurchase that? Probably not. For $4.99, I would say pass. All right, some honorary mentions before I forget. We have some mini single wick candles that my sister burned for the month of Halloween. She was trying to finish before Halloween day, so October 31st, which is today when I'm filming, but she didn't get a chance to. I did one post about it, but these candles, I do notice that they're made in Vietnam, so it could be that's why they didn't really perform. But we have Dead of Night. So really cool. I don't know if I'm going to reuse these little, almost like shot glasses if you're very, I don't know, if you're really intense with your shot. Then we have Spider Venom. And then lastly, we have Ashes the Bat. None of these I would repurchase again, but they're really like novel and cute. So hopefully she finished her remaining 3 by the end of November. Last couple of home fragrance items. So I really enjoy reed diffusers. I feel like I've finished maybe like 5 or 10 so far. First one, I don't recommend this one. This is eucalyptus and sage. So this is supposed to be like, I would assume it was supposed to be a little bit more aromatherapy like. However, I think I smelled more of just a straight like sweet mint, which I mean, take it or leave it. The brand name is called Lab, and it was on sale from $7.99 to $4. Would I purchase this again? No, because I didn't really get much scent at all. And then the reeds aren't the ones that I like, so that one was kind of a fail. Next one, we have my favorite reed diffuser brand ever. However, they discontinued how they make or how they do the packaging. I think they kept the name. I think that's the only thing that's similar. So here we have, it's one of those reed diffusers that are crystal infused for like meditation or something, but this scent was, I believe, lavender, and that one was the one that smelled the best. I'm trying to find the name, but it's a little hard to see. So this one is amethyst. However, I ended up kind of like when one got really close to the bottom and the liquid didn't want to be like sucked up anymore, I kind of just mixed them all together, hence the different color crystals or gemstones. I love these reeds. These reeds are perfect. I would say that this was the most fragrant one. It scented a good portion or a good corner of my sister's room. She's the one that used this. Yeah, would definitely repurchase it. However, they don't make them like that anymore, so I can't even buy them. But I do want to try the newer North Muse reed diffusers. Okay, last item, miscellaneous. We have, I believe I got a free sample of this. This is the Glide floss. Once again, I think my dentist even gives me this, but I personally like the thicker floss. Like if you think Walmart Equate floss, love that one. It's more round. This one is more of like a flat rectangle. And then final item. Ooh, I'm winded is we have some foot powder. So my mom always told us to put this on at night, so I just got used to it. I don't think it does anything, but I just feel like I need to put this on. This is in Spanish because I think she got this at TJ. So it's just Mexana foot powder. Love it. I already asked her for some new one because I felt like, I don't know, I was missing something in my life. But yeah, there's that one. Definitely where to purchase this. I don't know if this does anything, but I like having it on. I feel like it's comforting to me. So yeah, those are all my empties for the month of March. Thank you so much for watching and hope you have a great day. Okay, bye.